me. And I'd like to thank everyone at Tech Hub South Florida for the invitation to join you all today. I am here on behalf of the University of Miami's Data Science program. We are very proud to be presenting sponsors for this event and to bring together companies and organizations, institutions, and students and employees together to create community, just as Nikki said. And our goal, and we are dedicated to supporting the very rich talent pipeline that is right here in South Florida. So a special thank you also to the University of Miami's Institute for Data Science and Computing. They are co-sponsors of this event, along with the Master of Science and Data Science program, which I'll talk a little bit about. So I bring you all greetings from Dr. Mitsunori Ogahara, who is Director of Data Science and Professor of Computer Science. Also from Dr. Nick Sina-Ramus, who is our Vice Provost for Research and Computing, and Dean Leonidas Bacchus is Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences and Professor of Chemistry. And I'm joined on the call today by Dr. Lena Lopez, who is our Assistant Director of Programs. So a lot of support from UM that we are thrilled to be here with you today. And at UM, really, we consider ourselves to be a kind of a tech hub as well, even more of a STEM hub, because we have a leadership that is all sort of entrenched in STEM, and we really embrace this dual model of being a liberal arts school and also having a very strong STEM mission. So we're thrilled to be part of events like this, and hopefully we can continue to be part of these events and to help bring everyone together. As Nikki said, I'm Maryann Tobin. I am the Assistant Dean for Professional Education at the College of Arts and Sciences, and I'm going to be speaking to you very briefly today about some of the recent developments in tech education at UM, and about a larger model, an interdisciplinary model for applied data science. And most of all, why I think that you are making a fantastic investment with your time today to be here, and I think attending today's Expo, and I hope that you take advantage of all of the wonderful events that Tech Hub has to offer. If you are new to the community, it's really been great, and it's been my honor to be part of it. So a little overview of why data science matters. Hopefully this video plays with some nice music, so fingers crossed that technology is on our side today. So I have to admit, I'm an English major. So coming to the world of tech is like really new for me, but I've been converted. I have an inner humanist who will always live inside me and love James Joyce and Shakespeare and all the wonderful things that I've learned in the humanities. But how bold and how great it can be to take really any knowledge that we have and take it beyond and use that knowledge for the betterment of society. So yesterday I was in my car. We're remote kind of hybrid. Everyone's getting back to the swing of things. Obviously UM is back in person teaching. So I'm in my car. It was one of the few times that my kids had not completely stolen my iPhone and put, one of their songs on it. So car syncs up to the phone and automatically my iTunes start playing. And it was right at like the perfect line from Hamilton, the wonderful show Hamilton. As soon as I turn the car on, here comes the voice, look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. So that was kind of got me thinking about today and all these kinds of events, because I have to say sometimes it does not feel like it's a great time to be alive right now, but it really is. It really is here in South Florida. And as we engage in positive events like this, thinking, how lucky we are to be alive right now. We're here in the epicenter of all of this fun tech stuff. Miami's the #1 city for startup activity in the United States. We are #3. South Florida is #3 as an emerging tech hub. #8 in venture capital investment. Last year, Brookings reported a 30% increase in software and IT sector jobs in South Florida. So we've seen such a noticeable increase in accelerator programs, startups, entrepreneurial support, resources focused on the support and growth of businesses all around tech, which is great. So our job at UM and with our colleagues at the other institutions, FIU, FAU, all throughout the state, Barry, Nova, St. Thomas, we compete, but also get along in a great way because our job is to create the educated workforce. It's the ability to kind of come together, convey ideas, and synthesize data in situations that are translatable and usable to the public. So what our goal is to create or to graduate students that have technical skills, specifically if they are in data science, obviously to coding and data management, the ability, and by ability, I mean both the facility and the productivity of working in a variety of settings and fields. And that's something I think UM is uniquely committed to, which I'll talk about in a couple slides. We also have graduates that have exceptional written and oral communication skills, particularly in the last 2 years, when our reliance on communication has been solely through technology. We've all been Zooming for 2 years. Our current sophomores at UM graduated high school, started college, and maybe just met a human professor in person this year. So they really have had to rely on, and hats off to the youth of the world today to have to do all of the things that many of us struggled to do enough in person. Now they have this added wall that they've had to climb of technology. They are exceptional time managers because they've done all of this remotely and tried to keep up, some semblance of a life. Those of us that are working adults know how valuable the ability to manage your time properly has been coming through and out of the pandemic. They have creativity, or better yet, our better word is innovation. They come up with things. We had a student who pitched in his social entrepreneurship class last year and a half ago. He pitched an idea for a tech startup based in environmental science and ecology, and he wanted to use drones to look at disaster-prone rural areas, places with large flooding, hurricane hits, whatever, to try to see if there was damage, places that were inaccessible on foot, using drones to assess that. He went to the Launchpad, which is our startup incubator on campus. He met with 3 other students, and they have formed Precision Ecology, which is an up-and-coming startup. And they are actually now, for the first time, hosting interns from UM as part of their startup. So it's like the circle of life that's come around. They are also very cognitively flexible, these students. If something doesn't work, they're ready to try something new because the world comes at us quickly, right? Not to quote Ferris Bueller as well, but the world, if life moves too fast, if you blink, you're going to miss it. They have an EQ, an empathy quotient, right? They have an empathy quotient because they realize we've all been through this crazy thing as a globe, and now we're all together to continue to be resilient, to be adaptable. So we're really proud of today's students. They have those soft skills, but what I have upgraded to essential skills: communication, teamwork, leadership, technical ability, critical thinking, and work ethic. So if you are an employer on this call, you've come to the right place, because look no further than South Florida. I am biased, and I am from South Florida, so I can say this with a real 100% bias. We have the best tech talent. You don't need to go to New England or anywhere else, or California, to look for your tech talent. They're homegrown right here. We have a new articulation program from MiamiDade College into the University of Miami. So we have students that come from local high schools into MiamiDade College. They get a bachelor's in data analytics, and then they are matriculated right into the Master of Science in Data Science, and they are fantastic students. They are the best, the brightest, the hardest working, and we are honored to have them at UM. So in the same way that we bring undergraduate recruiting from all over the country and really the world into UM, we also want you to consider our students and the other students from our sister institutions around the county, a 4-county area, including Martin County, as when you're considering who to hire for that internship or that entry-level job, or who to consider as a career changer. So here at UM, just this spring, I pulled these numbers last night from the graduation website. We will graduate 250 computer science majors, almost 100 computer engineers, 140 something math majors. For one of our largest majors in the college is economics, also very adept data scientists. We have 32 Master of Science and Data Science students and 21 PhDs in computer science. And they come from all over the world. They're fantastic students. So here at UM, we prepare them for that world we talked about. They have a very strong foundation in the liberal arts because that is something that we believe very strongly in. They are well read, they are learned, they know a lot about history and classics and languages, and they are also technically prepared to do the work that you need them to do. And we're strategically located to do it all. So as I mentioned earlier on, we are partnered with the Institute for Data Science and Computing. It is a research think tank at the University of Miami that houses our two supercomputers, Pegasus and Triton. We're also the first higher ed campus to have AT&T 5G sub-6 incorporated across the campus. And what's really cool is that this institute is accessible to every freshman, every graduate student, every faculty member. If you need to run a big data set, you can call iDisk. They work in machine learning, data ethics, health, earth systems, smart cities, Internet of Things, you name it, iDisk does it. And they are the industry connections for which all of our data science students get their internship opportunities. This is just a smattering of the programs that we have, everything from 4-year programs in computer science. We have a new major in data science and artificial intelligence that's coming up, and data is everywhere at UM. The School of Education does data science. The School of Business, the Miami Herbert Business School, obviously here at Arts and Sciences and Engineering, our School of Marine Science, the Rosenstiel School of Marine and Atmospheric Science, the School of Communication has a whole program on data visualization and interactive media. So we are, pretty much anywhere you go. We even have someone in anthropology who does data visualization with the recording of pitches of voices. He has a really cool study that's coming out now on how he works, a political scientist and an anthropologist, and they published a study on how we are more likely to believe political candidates with lower voices. So interesting stuff coming out, but it's all mapped using data. And really cool visualizations. I would be remiss if I did not speak about the program that I represent, which is our Master of Science in Data Science. It is a 1-year program, no GRE required or anything. We have a lot of interdisciplinary coursework. And the reason that I bring it up is twofold. One, to introduce it to those of you that are students considering graduate school on the call, but also to employers. If you are looking for students with advanced training in data science that are ready to join the workforce, that are coming out of a master's program, this program is set up that the students take courses in the fall and the spring, and then they do internships in the summer, but they can do internships throughout the year. And we are always looking for industry partners who are willing to host UM students as interns. What's unique about this program, unlike its peer competitors in the country, is that we actually have tracks in applied areas. So the students come in and do a core in technical data science, and then they specialize in smart cities through the School of Architecture, and data visualization through the School of Communication, in marketing through the Miami Herbert Business School, marine and atmospheric science and climatology through our Marine Science School, and then the newest track is educational measurement and statistics for students coming through the School of Education. So pretty much any place that data can be applied, we have tracks going. We've got another one up and coming soon in informatics. So we want to make sure that they have a technical foundation, but also that their internships and their applied classwork is done in contact. We also recently just sponsored with the IBM Skills Academy. So all students at the University of Miami have access to earning digital badges directly from IBM. And if you're a student interested, you can go to msdatascience.miami.edu for more information on how to earn any of these 4 digital badges that are available from our partnership with IBM. Last but not least, my pitch to have you partner with us. If you are a company that is interested in hosting internships, you can reach out to me directly. I'll put my email in the chat, but we also have our Topple Career Center and our Institute for Data Science. You can support students through development funding. We are in the middle of a capital campaign called Ever Brighter. You may have seen some TV spots around town if you're local. If you have any projects out there that would involve community engagement or civic learning, we have an external office in civic and community engagement. If they're at the global level, we have an office of hemispheric and global affairs, and I'd be happy to connect any of you with any of the individuals that work in these areas to, again, continue to build on Nikki's goal and success in community all around tech. These are some websites of note for the college. My office is Interdisciplinary and Professional Studies. our MS in Data Science program, and of course the Institute. My email address is pretty easy. It's met@miami.edu. So on behalf of the college, we are the largest academic unit at We are really glad to be sponsoring today's event. We wish you all a wonderful day. Be safe and look around. This is how lucky we are to be alive right now. Thank you so much.